Lackland Air Force Base, once a lonely, desolate place covered by mesquite and crawling rattlesnakes. From a wilderness of brush and cactus has emerged the nation's largest training center. Today, Lackland Air Force Base is a busy community which spreads over 7,000 acres and accommodates almost 1,000 buildings. The base resembles a small city. The main purpose of Lackland, however, is still training. Here, yearly, thousands of men and women make the transition from civilian life to the United States Air Force. Behind each one of these aircraft are the training squadrons. There are 10 in all on base. In November of 1962, the first of these large buildings were completed. They provide air-conditioned living quarters, classrooms, dining facilities, and covered drill areas for 200 trainees. Through these buildings pass approximately 50,000 trainees a year. The training instructor badge that I wear is a symbol of honor, integrity, and excellence in military deportment. My job is one of the most important in the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare young men and women for military duty. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty in my dealings with those entrusted to my charge. I am pledged to strive for perfection and to reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those for whom I am responsible. I am an Air Force military training instructor. This is the creed by which the military training instructor lives. Adorned with the symbolic smoky hat, they will make the transition for the basic trainees from civilian life to Air Force life swift and accurate.
Welcome to the United States Air Force. As the bus arrived, I began asking myself, what have I done? I looked at the faces around me. They didn't look any more sure than I felt. Quickly, we unloaded off the bus. We were given a welcome indoctrination, then assigned a squadron and fed a meal. All this took less than 4 hours. Boy, are these guys organized.
I don't want to hear any talking, people. Give me one single line.
Then we were back on the bus and on our way to meet our first military training instructor, the one we would live with for the next 6 weeks. We didn't really know what to expect, but as I got off that bus, I had this strange feeling come over me. I think it was fear. While we stood in line, it became quite clear that this wasn't going to be easy.
Stop taking! Sir. I'm going to choose your action. My name's Ben Martin. Lead up one back in there. We'll start over. Next please. Sir, yes, sir. We'll fight another You face them now. You face them. Put them down.
Now we were going to see our dorm for the first time and hear the rules.
He's going to show you what I mean.
Oh yeah, there was no trouble hearing. Not even if you were deaf.
I guess he's not going to show you. If he does that all day, you'll never get to bed. At this time, what you will do is you will place your bags on the floor. Do it now. Turn 180 degrees to the right, and I repeat, to the right. Now that you're in the military, anytime you turn 180 degrees, it will be to the right. Is that clear? Sir, yes, sir. Turn now. 180 degrees. That means face your wall locker. Now I want you to stare at that number and memorize it. Everybody now knows their number. What you are going to do is you're going to reach down and you're going to see a drawer with a lock hung open on it. Pick that lock up with the keys and the chain now. And then open the drawer. Open the drawer. Hey, what are you looking in his drawer for? You going to steal something from him? Sir, no, sir. There should be nothing valuable out now. Now, before you lock this drawer, ensure that you have a pen or a writing utensil. If you do not have one, or you already have one, shut your drawer now. Lock the drawer and pull the key out. Hey, are you too lazy to squat down there and use two hands? Sir, no, sir. What's the matter? Lock it, I said. What did I tell you? I said the key No, sir. Now, you will take that chain and you will put it around your neck. And then you will take the keys. What is the problem, son? What is the major problem?
Sir, the key will not come out of the lock, sir.
Why not? Why? He did it down there. Everybody else did it. Are you the only one that's going to cause me aggravation? Watch this, son. Watch this, son. That wasn't very hard, was it? Was it?
Sir, no, sir.
Well, let's see you do it then, son. And I don't have all night. Let's go. Now turn the key. Turn it back so it goes with the lock. Son, what is the matter? Now pull it out. Pull it out. Son, what is the problem? You said you what? That wasn't very hard now, was it?
No, sir, no. Sir, no, sir.
Well, it's morning, and what better way to start the day than with a nice, fresh haircut? It's not very expensive either. They say it's for sanitary purposes, but I think it's to make our hat fit better. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Now, the ladies have it a little bit different. They have to get a haircut, but it doesn't have to be with clippers if they don't want it to. Maybe their hats fit differently. Oh well. Finally, time for new clothes. Here we'll be outfitted completely. Socks, t-shirts, towels, pants, shirts, boots, and everything one might need that would be best suited for hard work. As I said before, the Air Force is organized, and we move through here faster than it would take your dad to pick out a new pipe. On the other side of these walls, the new female recruits were getting outfitted too. I wonder how long it takes them. This building is kind of like one-stop shopping. Here, many things take place, part of which is waiting. These are a group of airmen waiting to see if they might need glasses. The Air Force uses the latest in technology. It's amazing how an eye test can change your personality. Here, a qualified attendant will draw blood from your arm so that it may be typed and tested for other factors. I wonder if they like their work. I love it. This dental machine is the state-of-the-art equipment. It does in moments what used to take at least 15 minutes. I told you they were organized. They're efficient, too. This is a hearing test. This is very important. They wouldn't want you to miss what your training instructor says. This is our first payday. After this, we will be able to go to the mini mall and purchase some necessities that we will be needing during our 6-week stay here. Here one can have uniforms altered, drop off your cleaning, and get a haircut all on the same visit. It's kind of like a discount store just for us. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll get to wear those sweats. Probably everyone's least favorite part of processing is getting shots. Here we sat under the lean-to and waited for instructions. Somehow I had the feeling the magic moment would come soon. It was time to line up, take off your jacket, and roll up your sleeve. And then, there they are, the needleless inoculation men. As harmless as they look, they hurt.
Step out, stand to the right.
When you're getting ready for inspection, there's lots of things to do. Shoes to shine, clothes to iron and put away, and floors to wax. While we were getting ready, the female airmen were already underway. Soon it would be our turn. We could hardly wait. Nothing is overlooked. Pockets are checked for objects, and buttons left undone are frowned upon. Everything must be folded correctly and in its place. Man, this can get nerve-wracking. Now it's time for our second uniform issue. The issue of this uniform tells us that we're halfway through and it's just a matter of a couple more weeks. We're getting there.
Cadet?
Yes, sir.
Couple? Yes, sir. Nelson?
Here, sir.
Sable?
Yes, sir.
Jewel?
Yes, sir.
Sankey?
Yes, sir.
Mail call is one of those special times that you wait for a letter from a loved one. It also means that it's time to head for the rec center or perhaps the bowling lanes.
Mr. Pekin? Grimby?
Yes, sir.
Diamond?
Yes, sir.
Diamond? Two. Christmas?
Yes, sir.
Here in the rec center, many things are available. Arcade games, dancing, or just sitting around drinking a Coke. Now, the bowling alley is another story. Here, a person could work off a little steam and also be competitive. Okay, so maybe we aren't bowling for dollars material, but what the heck? It's only fun. While we're out enjoying ourselves, someone has to stay home and watch things. This is the dorm guard. It is a specific job with specific responsibilities. You even have to attend class for it.
Ma'am, may I help you?
Let me in.
May I see your authority to enter? Ma'am, may I see your proper authority to enter?
I just showed it to you. My name's on it.
Ma'am, may I see your proper authority to enter?
Airman, I just showed it to you. My name is on it. My name's on the board. Let me in.
Ma'am, I must refer you to the orderly room.
Sunday. If it's church you're interested in, there are services for almost every denomination. Some just like to write a letter home. Thanks for the cookies, Mom. For others after church, it's a visit to the main BX or maybe the Gateway Theater for a movie. I like the museum. If you listen closely, you can hear the sounds of our predecessors. The wings of eagles. An airman's training day is not complete without daily physical conditioning. On or off the PC field, an airman's physical fitness is being honed to a razor's edge. An airman must be tough enough to stand a demanding daily routine. Physical conditioning, therefore, is an essential part of an airman's training period. The physical conditioning program of the Air Force is designed to develop strength, endurance, agility, and coordination, and to promote confidence, aggressiveness, motivation, esprit de corps, and teamwork. This is called the confidence course, and it does what it says. By the time you finish this grueling 9/10 of a mile, you have confidence you never knew existed.
There are 19 obstacles here. 4 of them are over water. You must complete 17 of the 19 obstacles to receive a satisfactory rating.
Sharp commands echo across the drill pad, and marching feet beat a tempo across the grounds. These are the sounds of instruction. Drill as old as organized armies, and from which discipline itself is formed. The hours spent on the drill pad have one purpose: to develop in us an instinct for precision, an ingrained habit of obedience to command, a sense of teamwork. We learned individual, squad, flight, and squadron drill. During training, we will acquire habits which provide the foundation for discipline, alertness, and quick responses. After a hard day of ripping up the countryside on the confidence course, and then drill and ceremonies, chow sounds real good. Here, dietitians prepare food that gives us the energy we need to keep motivated. While we're eating, some of the others have the honor of KP. Boy, I can't wait till it's my turn. Just kidding. The red flag. When you see this, it means there's live ammunition being fired. On the rifle range, the three most important things are safety, safety, and safety, in that order. retreat. The end of a duty day. During our stay, our flight will participate in this event at least 3 times. When we receive our town pass, we know that our time here at Lackland is drawing close to an end. When we remember the Alamo, we'll remember Lackland and basic training. Today it was just nice to look at the Tower of Americas as we visited the Riverwalk. Some of us shared a Coke with a friend. Others just walked. I guess we all thought about the same thing.
Graduation. The day has finally come that everyone has waited for. Some of the airmen that began training never finished. Some could not meet the standards, some were discharged for medical reasons, and others were recycled for training. But those that did complete the training are standing tall. For many, it is their first real achievement in life. For others, it is one more successful accomplishment. The change from civilian to airman has been swift. It has been an exchange of innocence for excellence. Now you are an airman, ready to go on and learn your new military skill, ready, trained, and confident in being able to do those skills a professional is required to do. You are now a part of the greatest team in the world, the United States Air Force.
Basic Military Training Squadron, Flight 7009 and W010, led by Technical Sergeant Alicia Rodriguez. For the 37030, led by Technical Sergeant Kenneth Rudnicki. From the 3708, the Basic Military Training Squadron, Honor Flight 021 and Flight 022, led by Master Sergeant Francisco Gonzalez.